All right. How's it going? Hello, good vibes. What's up, man? What do you think is a good amount of DigiByte to hold? Okay, well, before we talk about that, I want to go through some TA because I promised the viewers that I'd do the technicals first. So let's just go ahead and do that. Um, and then I'll get back with your question. All right, so let's get to it. All right, I can't figure out if anybody has the answer to this. I can't figure out how, after you change it, the charts and all that to your liking, how to save it. It doesn't stay on Bittrex. I don't know if I need a Supreme account or whatever account, but it's not seeming to be working. So, so I created this so it's easier on the eyes that you can see it. Actually, you know what? Real quick, I should check this to see if it looks better because when I re-watch these videos on the beginning, none of the TA looks really good because you can barely see it. So yeah, this looks a lot better on a phone because it had a lighter uh, backing. It was more like gray, and it made the charts look really weird. And I also made the green candles and the red candles pop. And I also changed um, the price and made it bigger font. So, or yeah, just made it bigger in size so you can see what I'm looking at. All right, looking good. All right, guys. So as you can see, I changed the uh, this chart here so I can see it. You can clearly see these candles a lot better. And yeah, so let's get into it. I also changed my Fibonacci um, tool. So that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I changed on this Fibonacci retracement tool and where, pretty much you can pretty much use it for one stroke from top uh, to bottom. See, or well, let's see, probably from top. Yeah, top. Yep, top to bottom. Okay, so let's do it. All right. So previously, when I did this, we did it here. Actually, we did it way down here, but we kind of walked it up so I can show you the patterns. Um, so from this high, okay, all the way down to this low. All right. And what I did was I moved it over to create a wedge, and it broke down. Now, I did change these colors because I see they're better on the eyes, and also I put the numbers on this side, on the right side, instead of cluttering this whole this chart over here. Okay, so we can see. So the blues, these are those support and buy pockets that when DigiByte goes up, reaches this red line, which I made a resistance line, and that's why this is red. And it should retrace a little bit. And the purple that I made here is a 0.786. That's a range. It's a certain range. If it breaks out of this range, like DigiByte went down, broke through all the way through the range of the purple, and so if it breaks through this range, it's going to hit this support, right? And this is a bullish support zone right here, the 0.618. So And of course, I'm using this from top to bottom when I draw it out. Okay, and it brings up the other targets up here, and they're all green because that's bullish, right? Because it broke through the target. So now that we got that under control, that's a little easier to understand. Now this is what I got going on, explaining the rest of it. Now, I also made this trend line yellow, okay? So when DigiByte broke down here, it created a red candle, and then it made another one over here, a closing candle, and it wicked down in this 0.618, and it found support. Right there, it's a so that's a good buy zone, good pocket buy. And then, but the thing is, it got rejected again on the wedge and went down. Okay, and so it went down and it went into this range, right? Another purple range. So that's why I made it purple. It just goes through it and it wicked down. We saw this like 2 nights ago. It was a big red candle, and it went into this area where it's a heavy retracement, the 0.382, and basically lines up with the confluence of all that traffic down there. See that? All this traffic here, all these candles accumulating sideways. That's support, okay? And this is more of a bullish support area. So, all right. And you can quite see it pretty clearly what I'm trying to show you. Now, here we go. Let me show you something else. Now, here, when it found a good accumulative support right here and it went through the range, closed round top of it, and it went through this bullish support area, this blue, the 0.618, and then it went through this range. Now, if it got through this range and back into the red, okay, and you have a candle that closed in the red up above here, like for instance, above here. If it gets back in this range, it's turning around bullish again, okay? And then all we need to see it do is break out through this wedge that the Fibonacci is already showing, right? This wedge. And it did, and it went up, and now we're in our green, and the next target for that is the 1.618, okay? And it reached that, obviously. So that's why I did these colors. Green up here, really green zone, right? I mean, we're going up. Red is where DigiByte went up here and got found resistance, and that's where I drew the Fibonacci, right? And I drew the Fibonacci down to its low, okay, and formed this bullish trend. So I can see if it's going to break out or break down. So the breakdown is if it came out of this wedge or this triangle, and it falls. If the candles fall into this purple range, if it doesn't find this this blue as support, it will break down through the blue and go through this range and find the 0.382, which is like the 786 at the this thing was inverted. But that's a lot of that's support. Okay, that's huge support there, and this is a bullish support zone. So basically, you get my idea. And when the candle comes back up, when DigiByte comes back up and breaks through the 0.786 into the red zone, right? Back into the red zone, you'll also notice that we are climbing. We're on our way to make higher highs, and this is good. You don't want to be rejected from this red zone. Otherwise, DigiByte would, go like this again. Okay, you'll see that in Litecoin. if you look at Litecoin, it went back up right up here, and then it's going like this, and it's basically it just like continues to do this one thing so far, which is go down, right? And then you can draw a trend on the line. It never broke out. Okay, so that's the point of this red zone. That's the point of this red zone. If it goes back up into the red zone, this candle, like it did, and this is a higher high than this right here. So let's remove that. Let's end, remove that. So basically, if this DigiByte goes up, this is a part of that flag, okay, and breaks up through that resistance line. You're in the red, and this is the resistance that has to break to make a new high, and that's why all this is green. Okay, and then once it gets in the green, then you have a target up here. I don't know why. Sometimes, as you can see, we break through this resistance, and it stops like right there in the middle of this target. But and then we have another closeout candle, and then a red, and then a green, and then finally a green up there, and then another red, and then we're in a whole new range, as you can see. So it just means that a lot of people are trying to sell it. So, all right, let's remove all drawing tools. Okay. Now let's go where it is now, right? So let's take the Fibonacci. Let's go from its high and go down to its low, and then move it over. All right. So here we are. All right. That's where we are right now. And as you can see, so from this low, when it broke out and made a higher high right here, we broke out and hit the roughly the 8.5 cents at 0.084, and it retraced. Okay, so this is the red lines of resistance. Now it's going to come back and go through this purple zone, through this range, and go into this this area here, this retracement area, the 0.618. This is the higher support, right? Which DigiByte is actually right now respecting. Okay, so it respected it here. It turned around, and then it got respected here. It got support here. Now let's draw this all the way over. Okay. Let's go by the wicks. Okay. If I, yeah, that's basically it right there. Okay. So we found support here at the 0.618. I'm just going to start calling this a 0.6 blue and the 0.3 blue. Let's just hope I can remember that. and so we bounced off it up here. Obviously, we didn't get in a engulfing green candle. Last night I was talking about this could look like a diamond pattern. It still does, guys. It literally still looks like a diamond pattern. And look at that. It almost broke out. Look, this green candle almost went up. But anyway, and it went back into this range, got rejected right there because of the line, okay, that's forming there. And Mikasa Sukasa, there it is. My house is your house. So it didn't really, my house, your house is your house. It is really irrelevant here. But anyway, you're in my house and it's your house. So anyway, it got rejected off this line, which is completely respected, and it went down here, went into this, the the 6 blue and try to make another run through it, through this trend line. Went into and got rejected from this red, okay, the resistance. So, and we fell back through the range. Like, again, these are like, this is a range. So it's neither here nor there, but these are the main areas right here, the red, the blue, and the lower blue, the main support. Now we're finding ourselves within this range, and it's red. So quite interesting. Now, if I move this, let me erase that. Now, if I move this Fibonacci over where my yellow trend line on the Fibonacci lines up, right there. If I move it all the way over to the candle bodies, that's fine. The red is on there, but might as well just, in this case, it doesn't matter. I'm using the wicks, okay? Because if I go like this and move it down, right, and then move it over to the candle bodies, right, and make sure this is up against the candle body. It's a little tighter area. Hey, which that's cool. That's cool and all. Does it all line up? Looks like it all lines up. And it's pretty much a range, guys. So whatever fits. This one, this is actually look like it's fitting, except the wicks. You gotta understand, like, this is a resistance line. That's why I made it on the one. So that's why, hey, it got rejected somewhere, and that's why I threw this up all the way to the top of the wicks, because it got rejected there. So all these wicks were, the buys that went all the way up, and they got retraced into these candle bodies that turned green and red. But my point is look, like, we know this is a range now from the wick down to where the candle bodies are having trouble trying to break through. Okay, so that said, you can also use the wicks down here and actually use this bottom red wick because it's the lowest, right? And when you do that, look at this. The candle body respects this the zero 0.6 blue right here and got bullish and went through that range and went back into this red resistance, formed a like some kind of triangle here a little bit, and then broke through. And these wicks are respecting being bought. The candles were going red, and they were being bought up from this bullish area, 0.6 blue, and it's respecting it nicely, and it's climbing up. I mean, if DigiByte keeps climbing up and finds its way, if you use the wicks and go down, finds its way just like this green one. See how it broke through a little bit and it got pushed back down? Well, because this is all resistance, and now we're in this range, but it wanted to break out. Now here you have the red candle here wicked up just a hair, but it still got rejected from this trend line. And what is this trend line I'm making here? Well, it's measured off the wicks. You see that? Measured right off the wicks. If I wanted to do, now here's another story. If I wanted to do the candle bodies, then this would have to come all the way down to the here, and then there, those candle bodies. So they're all lined up with the candle bodies, okay? For everybody that wants to be the candle body trend maker. And then look at that. Wow. The wick hit the top of that trend line, got rejected back into this range. So it doesn't really matter where you put these trend lines on the wicks or the candle bodies. See, you can even move it like this. Look, I'm going to move it to that wick still hit the trend line. Okay. This green wick, it got rejected by this resistance in this trend line. See? So if it goes above this, it still breaks out into this red area, right? So let's move the trend line down if I was going by the wicks, right? There. Still there, see? So it doesn't really matter as long as these candle buys are up in this range, closing single-handedly like this one up in here. This thing's going bullish and it's going to go up. And here's the resistance, the main resistance line to make a higher high of these wicks. Okay. So, and then, hey, your targets. This is your target, okay? Just like it was all the way back here. Every time it moves up, every time it makes a higher high than this, hey, this is just showing you, hey, it broke out from this trend line, but you have to have candle body closes on it, okay? Not wicks. But the wicks really show pretty much the same thing the candle body closes. See, the candle body, boom, there's your trend line on the candle body. Oh, look at that. The wick hits it again. Okay, so you might as well just go by the wicks. And the reason why I say that is because, look, DigiByte got rejected. You can see it. This used to be a green candle body that hit the top of this resistance, the zero line, or I'm sorry, the one. Okay, the zero line is down here. Um, which in reverse, if you're using the Fibonacci the other way like most people do, the zero is up here and the one is down here. So the zero line is the yellow trend that I made dotted right here. So that's why when I made these colors, I wanted you to see that this is the bullish retracement area, and then this is the last main confluence um, support. So blue support, bullish blue support, the last stand accumulation, bullish support in the three blue, and the six blue is just more bullish. So right now we're respecting the more bullish side, but we're getting a red candle here. Hey, it fell in that bluish area. So I mean, even if I use the wicks here and come use this trend line down to the candle body, we're right there. So it's about to break out regardless which way. I don't know. I mean, if it breaks down, then see if it gets bought back up in this bullish area and then comes back up. If it does, then this would have to come over like, oh, looks, do you see that? I did it live. I backed it down. There it was. This blue, or not blue, the red candle turned green and went like this. Okay. So, so I had to move the Fibonacci over right there. Right. So there you go. Let's see if it breaks out of this. That's what we're waiting for, guys. But if it gets into this blue area, then I have to move this over here. And what does that mean? Well, I lined up um, this Fibonacci trend line with when it broke down. Okay. So it could be breaking down. Okay. And if it goes through, right now it's green and it could go up. So it could be like this. Okay. But if it goes through this blue, guys, just like it does here, and if it doesn't get bought up, even red or green, if it doesn't get bought up, and it breaks through this six blue down in this lower range, okay, in the purple, it's going to go down here, and this is where we have a lot of support, okay. So there you go. There you have it. I hope you like the colors. I hope everything you can clearly see what's going on. And so yeah, I mean, guys, we've been looking at this thing, watching it each time. Like for instance, again, like right here, this is the highest point down here, and then I just move this over, and we've been watching this thing for a while now. And it's been doing the same thing. Look how these candle DigiByte found a higher high over here. See right there. There it is. It's slanted. It's higher, and went up. Found this resistance. That's where we drew our Fibonacci. But look where it goes. It goes down, and then it finds the zero point 0.6 blue, and follows the trend line upwards into this red area. So it breaks out. See right here, it breaks out. Okay, and it's kind of funny. The wicks are kind of funny, but look, regardless, it breaks out right there. Found itself in here a little bit, right? Found itself in here a little bit. trying to make it cleaner. If you go by the wicks and see this little green wick got rejected right there on that trend line, the red one got rejected. This one almost wanted to break out. Really, guys, it wanted to be one of these dudes. But someone took it out. You can do it there. It doesn't matter. Look, it just looks funny. So I'll just do it over here. Right? Who cares? But you can tell the wick got rejected from here, so that's fine. But if it's going in, it breaks this trend line right there. Okay. Excuse me. And then, hey, look, we made a green candle body in this red, and we broke this trend line that we created. This is a flag, and boom, we're in a zone where it's not auto zone, but it's DigiByte zone. Look, we broke out. We finally broke out from this resistance line and went into new territory, green. We went into the green, and we went all the way up a little bit past the 0.618, which was a new target. Okay. So that's pretty cool. Believe me, if this green candle closed above this new target, believe me when I say this, guys, if we had a candle close above this 1.61, it really would have went, the next target was 2.61. Okay, so 1.61, 2.61. If it breaks through that, it's 3.61. If it breaks through that, it's 4.23. Okay. But anyway, those are like, that's crazy, right? I mean, it's awesome. Anyway, let's go up here. Remove that. Okay, so you can pretty much do this same pattern and pretty much on your favorite crypto, but I'm doing it for DigiByte because, hey, I love DigiByte, right? So, and it's pretty cool. But you can do it for each one of these, and we have, and it's played out almost verbatim. I mean, look at even this one, right? I already showed you that one, and it worked. And now here we are again. So now I've seen other people, right? Let me try to show you. I've seen other people, if you're going to use these wicks, you might as well put a full range on the wick and go all the way down to the lowest wick, like your lowest recent low. Count the wick, right? Even though it's like 3 candles or 2 candles back from this main green candle where I started the first time, right? So let's do that. I know it's funny, but hey, but it still shows you that, right? It still shows you right here that this is still the accumulating zone, and a lot of confluence back here where we have great support in the 3 blue. So, and the 6 blue, look, the candles are respecting it, and they're being bought up. And hey, that's why I like these colors. And when this DigiByte, okay, and if it comes out of this range through this trend line, okay, whether it's here or here, if it comes out, it's got to come up through this purple range into the red zone. I'm going to call it the red zone, the end zone, right? This is the end zone, and then here's your extra points, right? I don't know. I'm just making it up as I go along, but you kind of get what I'm saying. It has to break into this range. Now, of course, that candle wicked up and got rejected, went back down. But hey, guys, we're still in this range, which means bullish. And look, right now we are bullish. Or okay, well, let me just tell you. Let me just tell you this way: we are short-term bullish. I mean, at least we're up here because we're waiting for a higher high, right? I mean, we're waiting for this breakout. We're waiting for this trend to break out, this candle to break out, getting up in here, and obviously a candle close up here, and then get up in here, which would be a candle close, a higher high than right at this point. Okay, a higher high than this wick. I mean, you can use the candle bodies, but for sure the wick, right? I mean, because that's where DigiByte's price went to, and hey, if it goes above the candles, like everybody, hey, that's cool. You got a higher high on the candle. Guys, you can still get rejected because you're still in this resistance zone. You can just break down if you're higher high than the wick. It's almost like a guarantee here. You're in the green zone, right? I mean, it's just that simple. So anyway, that's why I'm going to use the wicks because that's as high as DigiByte went and it got retraced. Hey, that's why this is red. Okay, so we're looking for DigiByte to break through this trend to go in this purple range and to go ahead and get back into this red range like we have over here. Um, and then we have a fighting chance to go bullish again. Now, what's the target? Okay, well, if it does that, 0.16, okay, and that's 10 and a half cents is a point. It's point 10 cents and 44. Okay. Wow, guys. Really? 10 cents, guys. Wow. Wow. No, it doesn't have to. That's just the target, guys. It doesn't mean if it breaks out here, it's going to, I mean, it's just it's just a range. It's a target, right? And shoot, just imagine if it breaks through uh, the 0.16 range here, the 10.5 cents, guys. Look what's over here, 14 cents. Could you imagine? That's yeah, that's a lot of green, guys. It's a lot of green. Now that's the main drive. So if DigiByte just keeps doing this, right? Keeps doing these patterns, slow and steady, making a bunch of support here. With these, see, this is going to be a bunch of support once DigiByte climbs out of here, if it does, right? Climb out of here. DigiByte's going to have a bunch of support here. So let's say it goes all the way up to 14 cents and it crashes through. You're going to have some supports at these six blues, right? All the way down, or actually, it was basically it's the 0.3 range blue, all the way down. Like, so this will be every new range, every new target if it hits it. Just below that is going to be right here is going to be a bunch of like support, just like this, a bunch of accumulation, a bunch of support, a bunch of accumulation, a bunch of support, right? Bunch of accumulation, a bunch of support, and a bunch of accumulation, a bunch of support. So there's a lot of support along the way. Now let's remove. Oh, that looks so nice. Let's just move it over and remove it completely. So yeah, so we have a ton of these, man. I mean, look at that. We'll go here. We'll go here. Right. So, I mean, technically, we've been using these wicks a lot. Um, so those are all wicks for the most part. Look at that. If I just raise it up here, could be, could be, could be, could be. Um, Here you go. Here's another one. Broke through there, right? And oh, look at that. Look at that little guy. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not the little guy. Here's a little guy right there. Well, we got another little guy right there. Oh, oh, I didn't do it. Okay, we got another little guy. See? All right. So you get my point. I mean, look, if as long as DigiByte continues to do this, wow, guys. So that's basically it's a one. Let's just go with the big ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're forming our fifth, uh, uh, our fifth flag possibly. So this is really cool, and let's see what happens. But again, if this breaks down, it's going to break down in through that bullish 6 and go to the blue, go to the 3 blue, which is all this right here. So it would be right here, right? The 3 blue would be right here. I don't know if that's straight, but that's if if it breaks through, let's get this going right here. If it breaks through, that's where the blue was right there. And let's just remove this one. So if it breaks through, DigiByte breaks through down there, it's going down here, which is right there. Okay. Yeah, that looks straight. I got a curve like monitor, so it doesn't look straight at all. I had to like, what is that straight? Um, so yeah, I mean, but so if this breaks down through this area, it's gonna possibly get bought up down here, just like it did down here, just like it did right here, just like this wick did right here. Um, and we didn't have too many of those breakdowns. This one did, and I don't know if this one will. But I mean, guys, I mean, seriously, these are all looking really good, guys. I mean, wow. I mean, every one of these things are looking really good. Um, I guess to go and courting with all these like angles, again, it could be like that, but I don't think it is, guys. I think it's like that. Okay. I think that's what we're looking at. I mean, we could. It doesn't matter. Remember, because that's the red resistance. Um, so could be breaking down. It could just go right back up and get bought up in this blue zone. So that's it, guys. I mean, if it breaks through here, if it finds support down here, or if it breaks through now, either way, it's going to go up. If it gets bought up, it's going to 10.5 cents, guys. That's the next target. Can you believe that? Wow, 10 cents DigiByte. So I guess what I'm saying, guys, if you guys have been paying attention, and I'm not, this isn't financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. This is completely entertainment. I hope you guys find it entertaining, even if you don't like me, even if you don't think I'm doing it right. Laugh if you must. Again, it's entertainment. um, so if you haven't been paying attention, let's go down all the way to the wick and move it all the way over. Right. If you haven't been paying any attention, um, if DigiByte stays up here and starts finding a way, it makes little tiny higher highs and higher lows, and gets to this red area. This it's more likely bullish, guys. It's got to break, obviously, make a higher high, right? It's got to be up in here in the green, to really say, hey, it's going somewhere. But if it breaks this trend line right here, right there, guys, I mean, you can make it down here. What if it's a big green one, right? That's a great indicator to buy into, um, because it's going up, right? I mean, that's what we're assuming it's going to do. If it breaks down, right? If it breaks down, then it's going here, and then this is where I guess people would buy super heavily, right? I mean, obviously, if it's going up, it's kind of getting away from you, and you're like, "Hey, my position was down here." Well, that's where these people bought right here, and they bought right here and right here, right here, and they're probably going to buy this too. If they don't, it's going to drop down through this range and find either support right there or a wick about halfway, like it did last time with this one, and it's going to be bought up in here. If it doesn't get bought up. Then we're looking at this range. If we break through this last bit of a support, let's tighten it up. Uh, Basically, you're just making a lower low. If you crack through the last line of defense, abandoned ship, not quite, because Abandoned ship was over here, guys. This was abandoned ship. I'm going to tell you why this was abandoned ship. um, because we were falling so fast, and if it fell through here and through this range and made a lower low from here, um, you know, this a lower low um, from here, and it was over here, like it was going to continue to crash. I mean, look at the trend line downwards. Um, this would have been a downwards range. I know, just hang in there. I know it sounds kind of silly, but yeah, that's you know, that would have been like where it would be falling. Um, so basically, right here. So I don't know. I mean, if it didn't break up this way like it has, right? It would DigiByte would have been continue to go down in this range, and find its way down up in here, kind of like what we did over here. Like it was going down, right? But it broke up, and if it broke down, then you'd had a whole new range, um, and it would have looked something like this. Like you'd have a range, like a channel, like that, right? We didn't do that, so we don't have to draw these things really. I'm just let's just remove it all, right? I just hope you guys are like learning with me. You know what's cool? Let's go. Let's go. One more time. Let's actually do this. Let's actually see if it works. I haven't done it in a while. This is still. Oh, you guys want a parabolic? You guys want a parabolic bullish Fibonacci? Let's check it out. All right. From where it is now to the low. And in theory, this is the lower low over here. Okay, so if there's any lower low, oh wait, is that lower? Ooh, it is. So that's lower. Look, it doesn't have to go from the pivot. It's just its low, DigiByte's lowest low, right? And then what? That was right there, right? Okay, right there. Um, well, maybe, maybe. Low, slow. Anyway, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. There we are. What's the target? 11 cents, almost 12 cents. Yeah, you can pretty much call this 12 cents. What's the target above that one? If it continued just to go absolutely haywire, there's 18 cents. This is the guys, again, this is the overall bullishness of DigiByte. Okay, I'm not trying to make this up. I mean, that's how you draw the Fibonacci. Okay, let's continue. There's, I mean, the 2.6 is, yeah, I mean, it's 19 cents, just under 20. The 3.6 is 25, almost 26 cents. And then you have your, wow, 29, almost 29.90, which is 30 cents. Bullish case scenario, if it absolutely went haywire right now, just kept smashing through these, yardsticks or these yard lines in the green, just keeps running. But that's actually hyperbolic. That's hyperbole. It's pretty um, hyper. So just anyway, if that happens, and by the way, if it happens, um, it would have to come with serious volume. Like we're talking volume. Like if this, see how all these are being respected. Okay. Um, This is in that purple range. Then we broke out of the purple range, and look how we blasted up. I don't make this stuff up. I'm just saying it's there. Okay, we're trailing. DigiByte's trailing up. It meets the top of this, and it's the support on the bottom right here, and then it just decides to go bullish again out of here, and it got rejected. Um, Came down. It hit again. It got rejected, and then we finally broke out and then retested. That is interesting. Oh, look! After it retests, it smashes through, and it decides to keep going up, and then it got rejected, and then it's like I'm just going to chill here and just test this line over and over and over and over. Oh, I'm going to fall through. Okay, and then gets bought back up there, and then it goes through. Oh, look at that. Goes through and it smashes all the way up here. Oh man, TA. Wow. TA doesn't work. And then it goes down here. Oh, finds support. Oh, goes back up. Oh, goes down, smashes down, up, wick down this support line. TA don't work, does it? And then it smashes all the way up into the resistance, right? Because that's where I drew it, right? That's where resistance is. But this is a whole step by step what the charts are showing us now, right? It's literally working out now, hyperbolically, and it's really respecting these Fibonacci retracements. That's absolutely crazy. And guys, all I did was just uh, draw the drawing tool, and it literally respects this all these ranges, and it went all the way up here. It's right now. What is it going to retest this? Is it going to retest what it broke out of here? But what if it comes out here? Technically, if you're respecting every one of these, like DigiByte has, we're not making it up. It has. Look how big that range is. It literally broke through here and filled that whole range. It filled it. Look at this one. It broke out and busted up in two ranges and made an upper tier, and then busted down a lower range. You can't make this up. Now, here we are in the red zone, right? We're in the red zone. This is resistance. If we break out, here's your target, right? Hyperbolically speaking, that's 12 cents, 12 and a half cents right there. Wow, guys. I'm speechless right now. Because on the other chart, if we were doing the other chart, what we do real quick, I'm just going to, we put it here and we put it here, right? If it broke through, was it there? Yeah, pretty much. I used the wick all the way down. It would have been, 10 and a half cents, guys, being conservative, stair stepping. And then what if it broke through that like bullishly, it would have been like up here. But look at this. Look at this. If it comes up here, now follow me, and breaks through and goes, the next target would be up here, like it has always been. If it comes back here's where it's going to fall down and retrace. And that's at 12 and a half. That big major breakout would be all the way up to almost 14 cents, 13 and a quarter cents. And if we consolidate up here, here's your new target. And then here's your new target. If that plays out, if this overlaps each other and it plays out, then here's your accumulation zones. Here's your buy zones. Here's your zones. And then it's just sky high from there. Okay. Now, somebody can look at this and say that guy's absolutely nuts, but aren't we all? Everybody's a little nuts. But yeah, guys, that's the super bullish case scenario. Okay. Super bullish case, if it freaking just smashes up here, it's going to 12 cents. You can see right here, 12 cents. If it smashes through that, then 18 cents. That's just super hyperbolic. But it's potential. I mean, look at Doge. Doge did it, and that's a meme coin, right? Super meme coin. Um, so there you go. There you have it. Let's see what DigiByte's doing right now. All right. It is. Let's just draw this. Make sure where we're going here. Let's just draw it here. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. We're green now. Or are you just going to go like this and go and then break out? I don't know. Let's wait and find out. Let's wait and see. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Let's go all the way up to the top. What do you think is a good amount of DigiByte to hold? Man, DigiByte is my long-term investment hold. Okay. That's just me though. Just look at it this way. When I compare, let's just say, Bitcoin and DigiByte, and I'm trying to buy as much as I can of them. The old saying goes, how many Bitcoin are you going to be able to purchase? You can't purchase it with $3,000, right? I mean, you can't. And that's the argument. Well, it becomes Satoshis then, and it all breaks down, and you count each one as a Satoshi. But it's not a full Bitcoin. So, and even if Bitcoin ran up to, 100,000 to 150,000, if you buy DigiByte with 3,000, um, versus buying Bitcoin for 3,000. In the long run, I think you get a lot more money if you put it in DigiByte because you're stacking those coins. You're stacking the coins, and as many coins as you can have, and whatever amount it eventually gets to. Um, yeah, I mean that's what it is. So with Bitcoin, 3,000 will stack you Satoshis, and with DigiByte, you'll be stacking, whole DigiBytes. And it's all speculative. We don't know where Bitcoin's going anyway, and we don't know how high DigiByte's going to go. So that's about as much as I can't tell you. You know what I mean? I just can't tell you what you need to do or should do or what you don't do. Gabriel D, live long and prosper. Amen. Um, Jonathan, I'm looking for a re-entry around 0.06. Oh, are you? Well, around 0.06. Well, that's, I'm sorry. So I rambled on for a while on this TA, guys. Yeah, 0.06 is basically that zone. Yeah. I mean, if you re-entry there, but if this, check it out. If, not saying, I'm just trying to give you all your options, right? Okay. Um, if DigiByte gets rejected and falls into this zone over here, and if no one buys here, right? If no one's buying here, because there's a good chance that it could swing up from here if that trend looks actually like this, right? You see what I'm saying? If no one's buying here, then it's going to just fall and go over here. And this is where you're talking uh, 0.06 right there. This is the 0.06 area. So this would be the huge support, right? If you're counting for everybody else to buy over here, right? So yeah, it's probably a smart play. But what this zone, this 0.6 blue zone is, it's a you buy because I mean I buy. How about this? I buy right here because I want to see DigiByte to go up, but I don't put my whole bag in, right? So this is a, a buy zone, but down here, this is also a heavy buy zone, right? So if it breaks through, okay, because when people like if I bought like right here, like let's just say I bought $300 to uh, if everybody puts in $300, it's obviously going to break up. Talk about everybody. If someone put in like 10 grand right here, it's going to break up, dude, and then you're going to miss out from yeah, buying here, right? Because these candles are going to start getting bigger, and then more people are going to have to buy because it's breaking out. But yeah, if you want to wait and be patient, here's the thing. Like, yeah, that's the patient move right there. It's the patient move. But what happens if it gained enough momentum to just crash? For instance, no one was buying here, breaks through. Okay, everybody's buying here, but not enough. And then it got silent really quick. um, all right. But I hope I helped you out a little bit. It's just my thoughts, guys. It doesn't have to be what I'm saying at all. Love you guys. It's late over here too, you know. Terrence uh, won't hit 6 cents anymore. Okay. Well, I mean, if it's going to hit 6 cents, um, this is it. I mean, this is like you see what I'm saying? Like over here, if it was going to hit 4.5 cents, it's right here. If over here, if it was going to hit, 3.5 cents, it was right here. Um, it it retraced, right? It retraced. If it was ever going to hit five, and a quarter right here, it did. So if it ever going to hit 6 cents, now would be the time if it does. But right now, as I'm looking at the chart, guys, it's above this accumulation zone. It's above this bullish buying, right? It's still there. Look at the range. Look, it's up here in this range. That's where it is now. I mean, if you have a big bag, and this isn't financial advice, and you don't want to put a bunch in, buy little bits so this thing can climb. And that's the only way it's going to get out is when people are buying this. You can't count on everybody, right? I mean, and yes, people will tell you, hey, you already got a big bag. You bought way down here. What are you doing buying up here? Don't be an idiot. Just wait, right? And accumulate more when it falls. Um, but if this trend is going to continue to play out, then that means people has to buy these important areas, right? And down here, obviously. But not one Superman is going to save the market from crashing, right? And that's why basically, if everybody's on board with DigiByte will do well with itself as long as Bitcoin is going sideways or up, or if Bitcoin has too much dominance going up, then the alts will go down a little bit. So, yeah, it's just my thoughts. Yeah, but it could hit 6 cents and then go up or smash right through. Hey, Batman is in the house. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I have a theory. All the Doge kids, after discovering crypto through the Doge meme, looked for a more serious alternative and bought DGB. Yeah. I mean, but are they smart? I mean, I don't know. How old are you, Batman? You could be correct, but um, don't the Doge kids have a really short attention span because that's why they're on TikTok? If you don't tell them in like 15 seconds, hey, buy Doge, it's going to go to the dollar, you'll be a millionaire or a billionaire like the kid did. Um, I don't know how we're going to top that. If you're into Doge, buy DigiByte. It has better technicals. It's a better alternative. And then then like yeah, I don't know, but good point. If they were smart, they would. In fact, hey, Doge. If there's any Doge people watching that just stumble and start hearing these words, let them have power on you. Buy DigiByte. What's up, man? Rodriguez. Um, this chart looks pretty solid. Hey, thank you, bro. Do you guys like the colors of the charts that I created? Do you guys like that? Do you guys like the breakdowns of the Fibonacci that I spent all day trying to do because I don't know how to do all that, but I learned it, right? Nick D, hey, what's up? What's up? Hey, bro, what's up? What else you got for me? 6 cents is nothing for DigiByte. Anyone demonstrating gratitude is totally ignorant. Okay. Um, uh, 6 cents. Okay. Well, also, anyone who values DigiByte compared to fiat instead of Sats is ignorant as well. Um, right. Okay. And and also, guys, everybody, I'm way up here. Wow, you guys are just going to town. Hopefully, everybody's playing nice. Also, I know everybody says, "Hey, you're supposed to compare DigiByte with Bitcoin and not DigiByte with USD." Well, let's look at that really quick, okay? And I get it. I get it. The value of Bitcoin in DigiByte, hey, because the future is going to be Bitcoin, and then all of a sudden, the value of Bitcoin, the future goes into DigiByte. It's going to be worth more than the US dollar. I totally get that. But according to the charts, as they're both they're harmonizing right now. It really doesn't matter. And here it is. Do you see? This is DigiByte and the US dollar compared. Do you see this? See this chart? I hope you guys are paying attention. Do you see that? Looks. I mean, we only been staring at it for what? How long now? I'm gonna check really quick. Wow, an hour. An hour. You guys been like bearing with me. Actually, if I go to the Bitcoin chart, then all these beautiful colors get erased. I haven't figured out how to save this when I change everything. But if you guys want me to prove my point, I will do it. Let's just do it. Dang it, let's just do it. But anyway, see this? Yep. See this? Okay. Great. Pay attention to what it's looking like. Now we will go to the Bitcoin chart. Okay. Yeah, I clicked it. That's what I did. And then blow it up. Oh, freaking looks like the same thing. Wow. That's amazing. Wow, look at that. Freaking looks like the same thing. Except this, right? But, oh, wow. Oh, wow, look at that. Look, it almost went to 0 Satoshis compared to Bitcoin. And then, where it was, it almost went to $0 compared to the US. Pretty same thing. Boom, boom. Okay, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Higher highs. Oh, look at that. Does that drop look familiar? Does it look familiar? Wasn't that 2 nights ago? And it got bought back up. Let's draw the freaking Fibonacci. Oh, let's do this. Yeah. Oh, reverse. Almost got too boastful. Never want to be boastful, guys. This is a crypto channel. Yeah. So basically, the colors are backwards now. They're upside down, but this was the 0.618. This purple range, right? That's it. Oh no, this is the lower low. Sorry, right here. That's it. It's the exact same thing. So this blue would be here, and this blue would be here, and then this would be the red, because it's upside down, right? Okay. Now let's just go up here. Wow. 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 Looks like the same stuff. What's going on? Oh, except, ooh, 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 right there. Oh, look at that. We're going for Bitcoin. It's going into the blue. I wonder if everybody's going to buy it. Let's just not go by the wicks. We're going to go by the candle bodies. Ooh, look at that. What's it going to do? Oh, look at that. Check this out. I'm like, all like, it's the same chart, guys. Duh. Hey, there it is. Right here, pretty much right there is the previous higher high. Let's see if it finds support right here on the bottom of this range. Now the first accumulation zone, and if it breaks through there, then it's going down. Yeah, pretty much the same kind of stuff here. Except it does look like it made a lower low. Okay. Huh. I mean, shoot, you can even take out the Fibonacci and you can see it made a lower low. Right? Now the next, I mean, if you're just ranging it, right? Let's make this back. Man, this is what I'm saying, guys. This background just doesn't look right, right? Oh, much better. Yeah. And then, right? Green, red, borders black, green, and red. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Boom. All right. So this is the range. This is the blue zone, and it's making a lower low here than this low. This red candle. If it closes red, a full body candle, it will be lower than the 148 Satoshi. Right now, it's slowly climbing down to 145 Satoshi. This is the range, to the bottom of the um, blue box, which it would have been this line, um, which would have been the 0.618. Well, no, 0.618 is down here. But it looks like it's going to this bottom of 143, which would be this previous high. So where is this going to go for Bitcoin? Paired with DigiByte. Let's check it out. This is okay. We're going to go right there. Here it is. Right. This is it. It's up right there. Here we go. There's a lot of support right here at 147. If it busts through, and it could. And the bottom of that is 127. But there's a lot of guys. Like, come on, this is what we were looking at. Like for what the USD value. If it breaks through here, yeah, let's make it reverse. This is more of a bullish fib. Let's go backwards because I don't want to mislead you guys. So the purple zone right here, the 618. This is truly the 618. If you're doing it like this, okay. Let's go back here. So that's what this is, okay, and it appears that it broke down right there, okay. Let's go out of this, remove that, remove this, okay. If the candle goes down into, first of all, this purple range is buy back up zone, right? Because that's the previous high. And it looks like someone's already trying to buy it back up. The candle just went back up. So I'm not kidding about this. Just the candles are in reverse because I got the fib upside down. Well, the right side up, but upside down for what I use it for. And then this is the 618, the last purple zone. So if it actually goes through this purple zone and doesn't get bought up, it's going to go through this blue into this purple, which there's a lot of support there. And if it does, like it did with that US dollar, it's just going to go freaking get bought up and go to the new zone. Well, but I don't know where the new zone is until I draw out the target. So where would that target be? Well, the new zone, if it got bought up down here, it would smash all the way up. The target would be 211 satoshis. So, but in theory, guys, I mean, roughly, this chart looks just like the USD. So, I mean, so someone compares DigiByte with Bitcoin if they put Bitcoin in it. I put USD in DigiByte. Okay, so I'm not going to compare Bitcoin with DigiByte if I'm buying it, or compare DigiByte with Bitcoin if I'm buying DigiByte in USD. So if I'm buying it in USD, and I don't know if you guys are, maybe this chart helps you on the BTC pair. I don't know, guys. So, yeah, there you go. Let's hope for your guys' sake, gets all bought up and goes up from there, from this blue area. Boom. You know what I mean? Yeah, okay. Let's see. Just came in to say hi or what's up. Gonna finish watching that interview. What's up, Phil? With Sir Lance, it's great so far. Yeah, it was a great interview. It was a good talk. Bros Plus. BTC breaking all time high. Good for long run in DB. Yeah. I mean, I believe so. Thanks, Leighton. Thank you, Somerville. 100. 100K is a fair amount for Bitcoin. Yeah, just conservative because that's what only $50,000 more dollars. um, no, 100K is a good enough amount. Okay, all right. It's like you're saying, yeah, it's for sure it's going to be there. DGB has a billion. Oh, Rodriguez. DGB has a $1 billion market cap. So all the lack of liquidity talk can pretty much be put to rest. Yes, you're absolutely right. We're in the billion mark. Thank you for reminding us. Um, yeah, and the whole cryptocurrency market cap is 1.5 trillion, so that works out. Um, Layton says 0.06 is the 0.618. Yes, you're right. That's it. That's what we saw in the Fibonacci. 6 cents is the 0.618. That's why all the fibs work in harmony with math, That's how it works. And if it didn't, and if it was going in the other retracement, it'd be 3, right? The 0.618 would be 3 cents, okay? Because that's the next leg down. And then the 0.18 would be 2 cents. Now, 3 times 2 is 6, and, 2 times um, 3 is 6 cents. So that's how it works. It's all math. I don't think we were going there with this bull run, man. Where? What are you talking about? Oh, to the 6 cents. Is that what you're saying? We're heading for Venus. That's right. Yo, what's up, Gonzo? Guys, if you haven't seen his interview, go watch Gonzo Boards. My interview was pretty cool. It was last Saturday. Gonzo, are you learning some stuff here? Uh, what's up, man? River says, why so much hype on 88? I don't know. I have no idea. Do they even have a working product? I mean, I haven't seen anything. Um, like Justin Sun, promotes, Tron and his DeFi project through Lindsay Lohan. I mean, paid advertisement on an asset. Uh, it's okay. I have no idea why 88 is so hyped. Really don't know. It's being used in Africa, but remember, hey guys, DigiByte is on exchanges over there in India where they have like I don't know how many billions of people over there. So I don't know why 88 is a big thing in Africa, but it's all good. It's all good. Gonzo Board says power came back on just now. No more cold showers. Yeah, apparently they're doing that same thing, saving electricity or energy or whatever. Truthfully, I think now there's certain things when there's certain transformers you cannot work on, especially tied to uh, uh, these smaller batteries with relay switches to control to stay powered on to control the electricity through the whole city. Now, in order to change those out for a different kind of product that would it's like you know what it is, it's like a what do you call it, a fuse. You can do that online. Like if the United States gets hacked and they hack these certain fuses that are controlled by data and could be entered through code through the web into the system that's not secure, you could pretty much shut down the whole power grid. To change those out, though, you have to shut down sections of the city and change those out. But you know, I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure why they're trying to conserve energy. I'm not sure. It's kind of funny, but I'm glad that you're not taking cold showers anymore, man. It's the final countdown. Tari, 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 tree. Gonzo boards all time highs, buddy. That's right. You need to get to that 14 cents and you know break through and establish above it, retest it, and go. Uh, Leighton says, "Loving the fib charts, man. Showed me when to buy." Yeah, that's. I'm glad. I'm glad you took a lot from this. I really appreciate that. It's makes me happy, man. Um, Nick D, Jesse Rivers, ignorance is bliss. I'm not sure. Um, oh yeah, the 80 ADA thing. Okay. Um, oh, uh, I don't know. Probably just if you guys got some ADA, hey, cool, man, dude. ADA is going up, man. You can't deny that. Leighton says hype on ADA is because it's way up, so everyone with it is hyping it more, especially Hawkinson, right? Or Hawkinson's, whatever his name is. I mean, they're doing their part. We're doing our part too, just spreading the awareness of DigiByte, just spreading the awareness. I'm not trying to pay anybody to do it. Gonzo board DGB looking stepping up. Yeah, it's doing its thing as long as it does its thing. I mean, look at the as long as it's continuing to do like what it did back here, um, see, it's still in that cumulative zone. The six blue, right? And this is the BTC, by the way. So hey, BTC is being accumulated here, guys. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know what it means. Maybe it's going to go up from here and then break into the red zone, which is resistance. And oh, first of all, guys. I mean, oh, it went back down. Look at that. Someone doesn't want it to break out, right? Let's move it down here. Oh, it just went back up again. Yeah, so you buy here, you put a good bag, and then you buy heavily down here. Um, but you gotta hope like everybody else is buying too, without correlating it. And um, anybody saying it's manipulated, you just gotta hope and pray everybody's buying at the same time you are, so it can go up. This isn't financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. Take everything I say as a grain of salt, and the Bible does say, "I am the salt of the earth." Here we go. We're looking like a flag here, guys. It's looking so far like a flag. So far, this is what you got on BTC. Let's see what happens. Right? Let's make it super big. See what happens. Yeah, so Gonzo, that's the BTC DGB, and the whole beginning of this whole video was the USD version. Looking good, looking good. Learning a lot, yes. Awesome, bro. That's what we're here for. And Leighton says, hey, but DGB has a use, and ADA still yet to realize anything. It's unreal. Yes, it is, man. It's so unreal. But you get people on the bandwagon, and you get as much as you can, and you keep telling them what you're doing, and just rehearse some codes and tell people what the codes are, and maybe possibly capabilities and speculation, and you got yourself an ICO going up, right? Not saying ADA is or ADA is an ICO. It's just I'm just saying, you got your website, you got a copy of somebody else's website, copy of somebody else's code, like Ethereum, and it's Tron, and then you have you copy somebody else's website where it looks like another DeFi app and or DApp, and it all looks the same because they're just copying each other and making it look good. Yeah. But I have no idea that ADA is doing that because, I just have no idea. And if there's a real ADA guy here, he'd probably tear us up, guys. Just saying. I don't know. I haven't seen anything. So actually, the proof's in the pudding. What is it? Where is it? How is it? What am I able to do with it? Nothing. Of course, when someone says, "Ha ha ha," you know nothing. Well, you're right because you didn't show me anything. I mean, I'm not tearing it down. I'm just, yeah, that's the proof's in the pudding, right? Right. I mean, cool. But you know what? You can send it and receive it, right? You can buy ADA and just stack them, right? I mean, you can do that, correct? All right, guys. Well, you know what? It's freaking late over here. It's 1 o'clock, close to 1:15 in the morning, and I think I rambled on enough. But there you go. That's it. Just got bought up on that bottom of that trend. Just pay attention. I mean, if you guys see this pattern, if you guys don't have a chart to write or play out, it's basically either going to go down or up, and it's going to go in this wedge-like formation. And it's a this wedge, it's going down, right? It's just wedging down, man. It's either going to go up or it's going to go down out of the wedge. That's what's looking. So, hmm. No, it's not quite like that. Could be. Yeah. All right, guys. That's all I have. Thank you for watching. Um, we can continue doing these as long as I can, and then when I go back to work, I won't be able to. Not as much, right? Because I had to somehow go to sleep, and it saddens me because I'm like really getting into it now. The channel uh, has 1,000 subscribers. Subscribe, tick the little bell, thumbs up the like. Um, I guess so. I mean, this could be a channel that's paying me somehow. Monetization, whatever, and get paid for it. Just being here, hey, just doing these charts helps out the whole DigiByte community or whoever wants to listen to me, right? Um, yeah, that'd be cool. To be monetized, that'd be cool. I gotta work on that, I guess. I guess these super long streams that everybody bounce on and bounces off of them. It doesn't give me credit if I have like a 2 hour, an hour and a half video and someone just watches the first 30 minutes of the TA or the first 10 minutes of TA. Then they're off the channel and I don't get the full view time, I guess. I don't know. I just get the watch time. So the whole video. But anyway, again, I might have to make smaller videos. I don't know. I just like hanging out with you guys. But if this was actually like a thing for me, that would be really cool. I wouldn't have to go to work. This would be full dedication to the DigiByte people. You know. Um. Anyway, hey Batman, you didn't respond again. What's up with that, Batman? Yo, Batman. I have a theory. All the Doge kids, after discovering crypto through the Doge meme, looked for a more serious alternative and bought DGB. So you're saying all the Doge kids discovered crypto and started seriously looking into the DGB. um, I mean, could be. I mean, did you tell them, uh, you know, stop following like Elon, or because as long as they're following him and he mentions Doge, they're not going anywhere. You know what I mean? But good theory, Batman. You actually, you know what? You could be right. You are the detective. You you solved the riddle. You know what I mean? Glad to have you on the channel, but I was hoping for you to respond, and I don't think you did. But that's okay. Um, you're probably not even watching right now. All right, guys, that's it. People are leaving, and I'm boring the heck out of you guys. That's all I have. Uh, Script's got it out.